we live in uncertain times in the midst of wars, supply chain disruptions, looming economic slowdown in many parts of the world. So, what do you think is in store for the Indian economy?
What is in store for us? I think let me put the growth equation into simple perspective. Growth happens when there's a long runway. And you look at India, any which way you look at it, there's a long runway. Let's start with a very simple thing. Let's take infrastructure. Let's take roads. Let's take railways. And let's take power. Just three key. Then you can put airports and other things as you go along, seaports and so on. We are short on all these things. So there is at least a 10 to 15 year runway to build this, which creates economic, rather rapid economic development. Because infrastructure is a very interesting category of investment, which during the process you are investing in infrastructure, growth happens. So this is during the incubating stage. And thereafter, once the infrastructure has been laid on the ground, economic benefits of that, the dividends from that infrastructure start happening. So there's a very long runway for infrastructure in terms of what it provides. And the second is, you look at the other extreme, urban rejuvenation. You look at the third extreme, rural modernization, homes that need to be built for people. So you have a vast spectrum of things. And as I said, the China example has taught us maybe what not to do. At some point in time, probably the mistake there was to keep the 10% plus growth going. Your economic deployment of capital, that is for investment, for say infrastructure and other things, became less and less productive. So what, in the case of Japan earlier, we used to jokingly say, you try to keep growth going by building bridges to nowhere. So you build a bridge from here to another island, but that island is not habited. So you are building a bridge to nowhere, but you are building it because to that building phase, you have utilized a whole lot of things and there is some growth. But after that, it becomes a dead burden. So we are quite a distance away from that, maybe 15 to 10% distance away. Maybe one lesson is not to grow too high into double digits. Grow at the 7-8% that we are. And then of course you have got inflation to account for that. So I would think that there are lessons that have been learned which can be internalized and we could put it to good use.